Good morning, or afternoon, or evening, and welcome to episode 2 of Ask Kian. Today we're going to be talking about what the hell do I eat for breakfast? Breakfast is like this weird uncle who hangs out in the corner, and you know you should probably spend time with him, but you really don't want to, so you want to make it as fast and as painless as possible. Most of the time, most of us just skip it because it's too uncomfortable to do. So I'm going to show you 4 things that you can do to make breakfast easy and doable. Here's my 4 breakfasts. Number 1, this is my go-to. I will microwave a sweet potato and fry up 3 or 4 eggs. Super easy. All you got to do is take your sweet potato, wrap it in a towel, wet it under the sink so it's, the towel is now wet. Put it on your plate, stab it 4 or 5 times with a knife, and then microwave it 5 to 7 minutes, depending on how big the potato is. And boom, you got yourself a microwave sweet potato. Toss the eggs on top of that. I like them runny, and there you go. Nice, healthy carbs and fats and protein all in one. Breakfast number 2 is a smoothie. Now, smoothies, you could go to a juice bar like your Jamba Juice or whatever else is around, but I'm not typically a huge fan of them. They've got a lot of added sugars. They've got a lot of added junk. Save yourself a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of junk if you just make your own. So here's a quick template. I'll post this up in the blog so you can just scroll down and read it. I got it from Precision Nutrition, and I'll post the infographic too so you can save that. The first thing you got to do is you got to choose a liquid to go into your smoothie. It's pretty basic. My favorites are water, green tea, some kind of milk, be that almond, coconut, cow's milk, hemp milk, whatever. Coffee, iced coffee is really good. Or sometimes a fruit juice if I'm feeling spunky. Then a protein powder, vanilla or chocolate, depending on the savoriness of it. So if you're using coffee, chocolate plays well. If you're using green tea, chocolate and green tea typically don't go well together, I found. So you've got a really interesting palate. Ugh. Third, you have to choose a veggie. So dark greens like spinach work really well. Pumpkin, beets work well. Cucumber, powdered greens. You could toss celery in there, but I think celery tastes foul, so you could do it, but I'm not gonna. 4, you gotta choose your fruit. So frozen fruits work really well, unless it's a high season for fruits. Choose frozen. Typically they're fresher and their nutrients are denser, so if you go to the farmer's market, pick up the fruit from there. Otherwise, just use frozen. 5, choose a fat. Fats, you gotta have a little bit of fat. Nut butter works really well. Coconut oil works really well. Give you a little fullness. That's what the fat is for. After you blend it, you add a topper to it. So the toppers are kind of extra. They're fun. So anything from coconut, carob, cinnamon, yogurt. Those are all good choices. If you just worked out and you need a little bit more carbohydrate, toss a scoop of granola on top, and that adds a little extra crunch. It's one of my favorites. Now, the caveat for the shake is you gotta have a good blender. So my 2 favorites, the 2 at our house, is the Magic Bullet and the Vitamix. Now, the Vitamix was an investment, but man, that thing is so good. So if you're gonna make smoothies on a regular basis, get the Vitamix. Now, the 3rd breakfast is a power oatmeal. Okay, so I use regular oats. I use a 1-to-2 ratio of oats to liquid. So 1 cup oats, 2 cups of water, which 1 cup of oats, if you have not had oats in a while, is a lot of oats, especially if you add stuff in. So anywhere from a half to a 1 cup is typically good for most people. So you get your oats, you add in 2/3 of the liquid into the oats, then you microwave that for about 2 minutes. While you're doing that, you take your protein powder, mix it in with the remaining water. So if I'm going 1-to-2, so if it's 1 cup water, or 1 cup oats, 2 cups water, I'll take about a 1/4 cup, half cup of the water and mix it with my protein powder. And then when it comes out, I already have the pre-mixed protein powder, and I throw it into the oats. That makes the consistency a lot nicer. If you just mix the protein powder straight into the oats, it typically gets milly and kind of nasty. So make sure you do that step. Don't skip it. You'll be pleased with the results. Then on top of that, I'll throw in some nut butter, dried fruit. Dried apples and cinnamon is a fantastic combination, maybe a little bit of raisins. You can really throw in any combination of things you like. Just watch the fat content and the sugar content, since we're already having oats as the base. You don't want to add too much on top of that. Okay. The 4th breakfast, this is if I'm planning ahead, and this is a really good option if you are trying to cut weight and you want to really make sure that you're keeping things tight. Muffins are egg muffins. So essentially what you do, you get 10 to 15 eggs, you whisk them together in a bowl, throw in about a cup and a half of salsa, get your muffin tin out, spray it with nonstick spray, and then you toss in whatever meat you'd like. So that can be ham, sausage, bacon. I like to throw in a little bit of sauteed vegetable too, so typically that's spinach. I'll throw that in on top, and then I'll just fill each muffin tin with the egg mixture, with the egg and salsa, and bake that 20 to 30 minutes. So you mix everything together, bake it for 20 to 30 minutes, you're good to go. It's one of the fastest things you can do to prep for ahead of time, because you can freeze those, microwave them, boom, you're good to go. Microwave them for about like 30 seconds to a minute. That is breakfast, guys. Between those 4 things, you can cover pretty much any breakfast that you'd like. Gotta eat your breakfast if you want to start off your day right. So 4 things again. You got your simple fried eggs and sweet potato. You got your smoothie. You got your power oatmeal. And then you can plan ahead and have your egg muffins. That's it for today's episode. Like it, share it. If you got any other questions, ask. Hey, also, we got our 8-week transformation coming up soon. So if you are interested in getting fit and you live in the Concord area, this is an experience that you do not want to miss, man. We take you through the program. We take you from A to B and show you exactly what you need to do as far as workouts go, as far as food goes. Like if you like today, man, you gotta see what we have for you in our 8-week challenge. So we'll see you soon. Peace.